Hello and welcome to Young Living Lifestyle and Business Influencers Show. Let me just live video. All right. And I'm just wanting to share this out a little bit, make sure it's shared out. It is. All right. And hopefully everyone has got some sound on there. Okay, checking that. All right. Well, I'll bring up the agenda here. So I want to welcome you to the show, where you can have a cuppa or a lunch and learn a little bit from our family about making a healthy impact for yourself and those around you. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the aging skin. So theories of the aging skin. So, and it's continuing on from last week's show. We're continuing on from talking about the saving face. And today we're going to be learning a little bit about the skin. All right, so about your skin. So the skin is the largest eliminative organ of the body. The purpose is to protect the organs as well as to detoxify them through your sweat and through secretions. Oh, hold on one second. All right, sorry about that. Hey, Allison, how you doing? Learn about the skin today. You're an expert at it. Thank you for joining us. All right. So the skin also acts as a receptor for light and stimulates the body functions. I don't know if you all know it. If you've ever studied about sleep, it's very important that when you're sleeping that you don't have any light actually even on the skin, because even though maybe the light's not even touching reflecting in your eyes, your skin is photosensitive and it'll still pick up that light and can disrupt sleep. They've actually done studies where they've put like a tiny little light behind the knee underneath the blanket, and it does seem to affect sleep quality. All right. So it is the body's first line of defense. Skin is the only organ that is constantly exposed to the environment, to the elements, and can be easily damaged by external causes, sunlight and air pollution. The skin readily shows the internal conditions of the organs, and in that sense, you cannot be healthy inside if your skin looks rough, pasty, wrinkled, and dehydrated outside. Outside beauty is an inside job of maintaining healthy organs. So your skin is very much a reflection of what's going on inside your body. The skin is formed of three principal layers: the dermis, I'm going to put up a picture here really quick just to show you. The epidermis, the upper portion there, the dermis, and the fat layer or subdermis, and I think they have it here, the hypodermis. So the epidermis is the skin's outer layer comprised of keratinized, stratified epithelial tissue. The epidermis consists of two main cells, the keratocytes and the melanocytes. The outer surface is called the stratum corneum, a protective coating of dead skin cells, thinner than a sheet of tissue paper, which helps the skin to hold in moisture and oils. The outer layer is sloughed off continually when new skin cells form and push their way to the surface. Epidermal cells productions normally regenerate every 27 days, and as we age, this slows down to twice the norm to every 50 days. Simply, we do not make new cells as quickly. The melanocytes also form the epidermis layer, producing melanin that determines the color of your skin. So the dermis, will be, this is the thick connective tissue, makes up 90% of the thickness of the skin. It contains a dense network of collagen and elastin, two types of protein, which gives the skin its strength, durability, resilience, and elasticity. The dermis contains nerve receptors, your sensitivity to touch, pain, temperature, and sweat glands. The sweat and sebaceous glands help produce your skin's acid mantle as protection from infections. Harsh soaps often strip this away. So I have shared with you all a little bit too about soaps and showering. You know, you should be showering. You should be using soaps as minimally as possible. Your skin is self-cleaning, and you want to be using water that is low in chemicals as much as possible. And you know, you need to maintain a good health sanitary body, but you know, washing too much is also detrimental, as that just pointed out, because it can strip away the protection, your skin's normal acid mantle to protect you from infections. Okay, the subdermis, or fatty cells, or the hypodermis, is the deepest layer of the skin, composed mainly of fat tissue, to insulate and protect your inner organs and help to keep the skin plump and smooth. All portions of the skin are provided with a system of lymphatic channels, which aid in the important process of absorption to the larger vessels beneath the skin. Lymph is abundantly supplied to the skin, some 60% of total. At least 1 liter and up to 2 gallons is evaporated off or perspired as sweat daily. Hence the importance of drinking water. I had a workshop this weekend, and a friend, she just said that she really drastically changed just her water drinking levels, because she used to hate drinking water. And about 3 years ago, she just said, right, okay, I've got to change this because I'm aging quickly. I'm not looking healthy. And the major change she did was just drinking 3 liters of water a day. And after 2 years, people were amazed at her transformation of looking younger just by doing that. So Dr. Byhova, co-author of The Beauty from the Inside Out, says healthy skin is about 10 to 20% water. When skin loses more than half its moisture, it becomes dry and flaky, and fine lines become more pronounced. Dr. Whitaker also points out in Shed 10 Years in 10 Weeks that skin ages because we lose water. Skin loses about 30% of its water content. Thus, skin becomes drier when we lose collagen, the mattress of the skin, which begins to shrink, and we lose hormones, which helps the skin to retain its moisture. So we'll cover a little bit about moisture, a little bit about hormones a little bit later on. But now, and I'm going to come back to... There we go. And now we're going to cover the theories of aging. So the first one is, oh, I didn't put that up there on the agenda. The first one is free radical theory. And I've covered this a little bit in the first show about oxidative stress and free radicals and the causes of that. If you go back to show number 1, I cover it quite thoroughly. But it's a continuing theme, because it's a core cause of a lot of issues within our body. As I covered in the previous show, it's the core cause of over 70 chronic degenerative diseases, and it is the core cause of aging. And this is documented research with over 2,000 peer-reviewed papers. There's the book that I reference back to is the Antioxidant Revolution that was written back in the 70s. There's also What Your Doctor Doesn't Know About Nutritional Medicine May Be Killing You, which talks all about antioxidants. And that's a good summary of all the research. So the first one I'm just going to cover here again briefly. Dr. Whitaker and Perry Cohn and other research, and this is free radical theory, present the free radical theory proposed by Denham Harmon, PhD, back in the 1950s. So as the most widely accepted theory of aging. Simply stated, free radicals are oxygen molecules that have lost an electron in interactions with other sorry, I've got a slide on that really quick, actually. Let me add that, or a picture. So there we go. That'll kind of explain it a little bit better. Simply stated, free radicals are oxygen molecules that have lost an electron in interactions with other molecules. In their quest to bind, they steal other electrons from healthy molecules, creating more free radicals. So as Dr. Perry Cohn points out, collagen, a protein, gives our skin its youthful suppleness and tautness, and is especially susceptible to damage from free radicals. The free radical attack on the skin, most notably sunburns and lack of water and sugar and stress, leads to a chemical change called cross-linking, which wreaks havoc on the protein molecules that make up our skin. Our bodies are bombarded daily by free radicals. Dr. Bruce Ames, University of California, estimates that the DNA of each cell is attacked by free radicals over 10,000 times per day. Other researchers are discovering how devastating free radical damage can be to fats that form the phospholipid membranes of almost every cell in the body. As cell membranes become less fluid, they lose their ability to function normally, hastening tissue and organ damage that leads to premature death. The greatest anti or protection from free radicals are, and as I've covered, whole food antioxidants. All right. So the next one, and let me bring that up on. So our next theory on aging is methylation. So it's another contributing factor to aging is called methylation. Dr. Whitaker describes this as a cellular house keeping a crucial chemical reaction that occurs billions of times every second. When methylation becomes inefficient and sluggish, toxic compounds build up like dust balls under the sofa, most significantly in homeostasis, which can harm the arteries and impair circulation. It also damages your cell's DNA and contributes to arteriosclerosis, heart disease, cancer, other diseases of aging. Some of the house cleaning tools that are needed are vitamins B6, B12, and folic acid. Methylation is also it's also part of the oxidative stress or the free radical theory, though, too, because methylation is part of that process. It's like your cells have the mitochondria, and it's the furnace of the cell. And so when it uses the oxygen up, it creates that energy. Well, like the free radical and methylation, any misfire in there, like a fireplace, it'll send out that free radical that causes that damage into the arteries in the cells and in any part of your body. Like for me, when I knew I needed to boost my antioxidants to reduce the oxidative stress, the free radical damage, and the inflammation in my body, that's what I did, is boost my antioxidants, which is those vitamins, minerals, and folic acids, amino acids. All right. So the next one in our theory, the theories of aging, is this is a process caused by sugar, which binds and chemically alters the protein in your body. It occurs internally as well as in the skin. Sugar is exceptionally damaging to your skin because it attaches to the proteins of collagen, causing a breakdown or the collagen to cross-link. This makes the skin stiff and inflexible, causing wrinkling. Keeping blood sugar levels in the normal range may retard glycation. Steer clear of refined carbohydrates, sugars, sodas, cereals, and most bread and snack foods, as they blast the system and drive up blood sugar. And also, it's funny, it still coincides with the free radical theory, because the number one cause of free radicals is sugar. The number two cause is stress. So, all right. And then the last but not least, inflammation connection. So inflammation, known as swelling, is an integral part of the immune response. As one gets older, the body's ability to remove byproducts of inflammation is impaired. Inflammation takes place internally as well as externally. Particularly with the skin, it invites lines and wrinkles. Inflammatory chemicals called cytokines damages the cell and accelerates aging. And when as a byproduct of me working on, because I had a back injury that I suffered from for like 10 years. I've already covered this story. It's too long to go into now. But when I started to research on the causes and inflammation and tracing it back to free radicals and oxidative stress, I also came to understand that I needed to do some cleansing to clear out those toxins that were also already in my body. So that way, they're no longer damaging as much. And cleansing is like it said, we're bombarded. So we're daily cleansing by maintaining a good, healthy diet and maintaining high antioxidants, and other cleansing methods, though, too, but mainly trying to eliminate as much bad out of our diet, out of our environment holistically as we can. So recent research has uncovered strong links between chronic inflammation and cardiovascular disease. Eliminating bad fats, I would say the bad fats, yes, not the good fats, and increasing good ones helps to control inflammation. So the EPA, which I cannot pronounce very well, eicosapentaenoic acid, a fatty acid found in fish oils, is very effective in controlling inflammation. So vitamin B6 is a major player in protecting the skin. As it converts essential fatty acids into active chemicals called prostaglandins. Prostaglandins do an excellent job of controlling the chemicals that cause inflammation. So essential fatty acids found in nuts, seeds, blackcurrant oil, flax seeds, and even primrose oil improve skin health by creating healthy epithelial cells to shed without causing inflammation. Vitamin B6 also helps to prevent heart disease. Since it's water soluble, it needs to be replenished on a regular basis. So that's what we're talking about with the skin. And I wanted to just summarize here very quickly on summary of the causes of aging skin. So chemical pollutants, environmental exposures, particularly what you're putting on your skin, personal care products, which is covered in the next one too, abrasive soaps, and chemical carcinogens in cosmetics. But we're talking also about in your deodorants, in your moisturizers, in your shaving cream, in your shampoo, in your hair. It all can contribute to the aging of your skin. Stress, like I said, poor nutrition, especially vitamins A, C, E, and whole food antioxidants. What I'm talking about there is a lack of. You really need to boost those up. My mainstay that helped me probably take like 10 years off my life when I started attacking the inflammation problem that I had in my back is a whole food high antioxidant in the Ninja Red. It's a puree of the wolfberry, which is like the highest known source of antioxidants naturally. And then also I started taking, a good clean fish oil, And that's the oil-based antioxidants that really help detoxify a lot of the chemicals out of my brain and start lubing up my joints, my bones, and particularly the skin too. So I take both of those daily to help maintain good skin. Remember, it's an inside-out job. All right, so coffee, sugar, and alcohol, or any junk food. And like I said before, sugar is the #1 cause of free radicals, oxidative stress, hormonal fluctuations and alterations. You need to work on eliminating synthetic chemicals and pesticides and whatnot that are affecting your hormonal system and getting it out of balance. Lack of proper skin care, drinking water, getting, let's see. Well, and skincare there too also involves, you do need to get some sun, but also having too much sun can be detrimental. You need a good, nice balance. I try to get at least 30 minutes of sun in a day, but not, too much more than that. Any more than that, I go with a natural, I make a natural, sunscreen, because most of you got to watch out all the sunscreens out there that are out there, particularly the ones with nanoparticles. They can be really damaging to your skin. And then toxic or stressed liver. It's talking about the cleansing. Oh yeah, okay, I already covered too much sun. And then smoking. Smoking, of course, causes a deluge of free radicals within your body. But did you know that actually drinking a can of soda is worse for you per day than smoking a pack of cigarettes, antioxidant wise, free radical wise, because it will cause even more. It does. All right. Do we have any, let's see, any questions? Any questions in the comments? Any other comments? Any aha moments? Hopefully that brought a little bit of insight in how the skin functions a bit, and a little bit more about the function of the skin. So I'm just going to close out a little bit with a biological clock. If you do have any questions, please put them in the comments. So besides genetics, which plays a role in how skin ages, and just to let you know, genetics has been touted in the media quite a bit about, and even in healthcare system of, I guess a way to blame your ailments on that. But did you know that genetics only contributes about 3 to 5% of in skin aging or preponderance to different diseases? 3 to 5%. The rest of it is mostly lifestyle, and your lifestyle affects your DNA by turning genetics on and off, which is called epigenetics, and it's an up and coming field of research. But I mean, it's been around for a little bit, but more and more is being learned about it. So it is in your control, I would say. So, but genetics does have a little bit. Dr. Perricone, author of The Wrinkle Cure and dermatologist, identifies a number of reasons for the natural aging process. He explains how the skin over time will diminish in its ability to produce the necessary oils and functions. Some of these include dryness of the skin due to reduced oil gland production after age 30. So reduced ability of the skin to ward off sun damage. Sagging and thinning of the skin occurs at about age 40 to 50 due to loss of the fat layer. That's what this says. A lot of it has to do with your belief too. Skin firmness diminishes, which results in collagen and elastin reduction. Immune response diminishes in its ability to repair damage. So that's what we covered in learning about the skin. Please, if you have any comments, or questions, please send them to me. I hope you enjoyed this Young Living Lifestyle business, Young Living Lifestyle and Business Influencer show. We're talking about the skin, and we'll see you next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Bless you all and have a wonderful week. Bye.